Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. What a game I have for you today. Or maybe more than one game, maybe several games. I had to jump on this chance and just record these two titans duking it out with each other. I'll let them know that I'm ready and we can begin some epicness. Look how passionately they are discussing strategies and post-game analysis. What a sight for sore eyes. Okay, let me just type it out. Ready then you are, guys. Let's watch this. Finally, the game is not on the default freedom map. It's freedom in the snow now. Yes, big difference. I don't know if my memory serves me correctly, but I think the story of this map is that it was actually made by Takeda or Buxter, if you know who that is, a hugely skilled player from the back in the day, and I miss him. I dearly miss him. He was a nice person. And hopefully he will return one day, maybe. And this is the rework that he did, I think. And yeah, it was added in the Zen Edition without his permission because because we couldn't get a hold of him. But yes, Takeda, I think he was the author of this. The only issue right now with the map is that the water spots are not, you know, you can barely see them in here. Let me add some fire. So we are seeing a classic 1v1 on Freedom. What a shocker. Dusk as Lotus against Rundown as Wolf. Rundown doing the classic strategy of the Maulers. Mauler opener. And the Maulers are kind of better than the Acolytes. It's a classic T1, Tier 1 brawl. At this stage, who has more units wins. But Dusk is already going for a ranged unit that is a Leaf Disciple. Not sure why, but I know that infested ones, which come out of these two buildings, infested ones counter Maulers. And maybe Ran felt that and built the combat pit, which allows him to train Brawlers, and Brawlers are effective against infested if they are to ever come. They are not effective against Leaf Disciples, but Maulers are effective against Leaf Disciples. You see, Sneaky Dusk is attacking the peasants to quickly gain some yin points, and yin points would give him advantage. Ran is going heavy into the mass units, and he tries not to chase the fast acolytes, being passive and recovering his stamina, which is what he needs to do. But Dusk already going into the ranged units, and the tower is up. He's collecting rice, and that's a training yard. Ran possibly being a little bit too passive, but I guess he was saving up for sledgers, and now he's gonna go. Sledgers, siege units, you can see here, and they are gonna be effective against any buildings that Dusk is to make. And they are also effective against Acolytes, and they can kick Leaf Disciples as well. Let's see what this is gonna be. Run at 2 buildings currently, but he doesn't really need more, as long as he keeps his sledgers alive. Ran going all in, Dusk going heavy defensive. Dusk has no chance in this brawl. Ran has to take it easy and probably attack from the top. But he's going for the Blade Garden, which might be a good idea. It's gonna leave Dusk without ranged units. Dusk's not trying to repair the garden, but he is attacking the units, which he shouldn't do. He should have kept attacking the garden. You see the Sledger already limping. Okay, now Ran is switching. Run a little bit of panic from Rundown, as I am seeing here. I'm sensing the units just dispersing, Sledgers not doing what we need to do, and the creep from Dusk is already here. Garden is gonna go down, but it's too late. The units are here, the abilities are coming. This is basically Lotus reaching the power spike. You see the Acolyte activated his ability that gives him health instead, in exchange for stamina. And he's fast and yeah. Free stamina for Dusk, free abilities for Dusk. Now counters against Sledgers are coming, which is the Staff Adept. Because, as you can see here, Sledger is weak to blunt, and Acolyte is the exact unit that deals blunt damage in the Lotus clan. Rundown, unfortunately, has to retreat. He's gonna lose the Sledgers here. He's gonna run back, and this is a good chance for Dusk to seize the opportunity, the moment of weakness from the wolf, and go in. Which is what he's doing, while Rundown has to regenerate his army. In the open, Wolf has chances against this. It all comes down to microcontrol, but I see quite a lot of Acolytes, and they all probably have a second life ability. I don't know what it's called. Let me see right here, because I can actually see what's it called. It's called... where he is? Yeah, Inner Strength, right. Spend stamina to regain health. That is the ability that you just heard the sound of. Rundown can win this. Druids are here. Not sure how useful they can be, because if Dusk just focuses them, it's gonna be problematic. Mauler spam at this point, the Druids would probably win this. Dusk is gonna kite, probably. Okay, never mind. Run is being too careful. You have to go all in. In this brawl, Wolf has the chances. Yeah, Wolf can win this. It comes down to microcontrol, and Run has to train units. Everything, every building, it has to be training somebody. As you can see, Dusk is taking heavy losses, and he already lost this actually. But he is still committing to it. Not sure why, he could have gone back. But he is trying to take as many wolf units as he can. And just like this, the whole Lotus army disappears into thin air. And this is the moment where Rundown has to seize the opportunity and go into counter-offensive. Except he can't, because he has no stamina on some units, and some units have to regain health. While Dusk is already going and regenerating his army, going for Unclean, going for Horses, which is an important part, because Horses will basically give second life to many units, or he is just gonna give them to Peasants to boost his eco. Yeah, there's many possibilities here. Run is already going for it. He is prepared. He's gonna see the dots, the brown dots disappearing on the minimap. He's gonna know what's happening, and he's gonna go there. That's exactly what's gonna happen right now. Unless Dusk distracts him into the opposite side. Is he gonna take that bait? He's not. He knows where to go. He knows exactly where to go. And that stables is gonna go down, and Dusk has to take all the horses out while he can. Nice goo placement. Except the entrance of the stables is just getting swarmed. Could focus that unclean, he's doing some damage on the sledgers. Dusk is unable to take the horses, loses all of them. And this brawl basically is lost again by Dusk. He has to retreat to the tower, but this time Ran has many sledgers and all the buildings here gonna go down, including the crypt, which will leave Lotus without any abilities. The poor horse tasted some hammer. A lot of sledgers, they can make quick work of any building. He should really kill the crypt, but he is saving up stamina. Yes, you know, she got too scared, you know, it happens. It happens. Ballistics ground from Run. 2 yank points. Currently Dusk is taking the stamina of the sledgers. I heard the sentry, yeah, unclean eating the peasant. The crypt is down while I was looking at Rundown's base. It was taken down. Now our combat buildings gonna be taken down, and at this point it's just a matter of massing units against Lotus. I can say it right now, Dusk has no chance to recover from this. And if he can, that's gonna be really formidable. And I will eat my words and eat my shorts as well. Right now, just attacking the sledgers, which is a good idea. Could actually take these guys, but Ran is gonna be careful about this. This Leaf Disciple is down because of the druids. The tower is here. This is gonna be really complicated. Basically, this is a blockade. Dusk has nowhere to build, and even if he tries to build something, sledgers are gonna make sure that's not going to happen. Dusk somehow ate the tower charge, and that's gonna be a little bit problematic. He lost the units here. Maulers under the lightning. But Run... Okay, that I think that was all 3 lightnings, and Run can safely go back and attack. Even if it's just 1 lightning, Run can just prevail, so to say. Okay, funny thing, this horse is yellow, which means it's mine, because I'm yellow here. Interesting. So, okay, sorry, I got distracted. Run losing sledgers somehow. Not sure how that's happening. This is what I was talking about. The sledger is gonna make sure that building doesn't go up. Sentry eating that sledger. Dusk trying to pick singular units, which is a good idea. Run kinda relaxed in there. Never relax. Never relax under any circumstances. Wait, that building actually went up, and how did this happen? Run down, I have some questions. Dusk, understanding the beautiful things of the Lotus clan. Hashtag just Lotus things. And yeah, he is surrendering. Because this is over. Pledgers, Molders, and Druids in the tower. This is what you need here. Rage quit. Caught on camera. GG. Well played to both gentlemen. Nice stats here. And this is gonna be the game won. Is there gonna be a second? Of course there will be, like, that's not even a question. Okay, then I will stop here and let's move to the next one.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Why?
Game 2 as promised. Let's go. Lotus against Dragon. Interesting choice. Interesting matchup. Let's see how it's gonna be. Dusk immediately building a hut near the rise. Rundown kinda missed the sweet spot by 1 meter, but it's fine. It still works. It's a good idea to build on this map, as in competitive. It's a good idea to start the hut that is there. Even in the legacy version, it's still a good idea to build exactly in this or this spot, because it covers a wide area of rise. And, you know, you don't need water in the beginning, not that much. Yeah, that is kind of correct. He did the upgrade, which I couldn't see. In the next version, 1.58.2, you will be able to actually see the techniques, what units are being trained, and that is epic, don't you think so? And that is gonna happen in 1.58.2. Because, yes, it had to happen. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Spearmen from Run and the Acolytes from Dusk. And not just Acolytes, he is already going for Blade Garden. Interesting combination of buildings. Acolytes are gonna lose to Spearmen. But this is why he built the garden, right? He saw the Spearmen. But Spearmen are gonna have a hard time against Leaf Disciples who get trained in this building, that is Blade Garden. Currently, Dusk outnumbering Run's Spearmen. You know, when it's 4 units fighting, it's all about the microcontrol. Who micros better? Dusk running away with low hit points unit, but while focusing the other low hit points unit. You see, he's running before he reaches the red hit points. And he's trying to take down the one that is the red of the enemy. A Run going for Battle Gear, which is the Stun Spear. It is gonna win him any encounter. As you see, all the units of Dusk are in yellow. Well, now green. Some wisdom from Dusk. And straight facts. Okay, he's gonna see that he's going for Stun Spear. This is gonna be a bit complicated. He's outnumbered, even with the Stun Spear. But Dusk sees that, sees the shrine, and retreats immediately until he can get more units. Even then, Leaf Disciple is... Oh, he destroyed the building here, which I don't know what it was. I guess the training grounds with the staff adepts. He decides to go for something else, right? As I was saying, even if Leaf Disciple is stunned by the Stun Spear, Spearman will still get damaged by his innate, as you can see here. His innate Counter-Strike, which reflects damage back at the attacker, and that damage is magic. And Spearmen, they don't like magic. You see, they are all yellow hit points already. Not all, but a lot of them. They hurt themselves when attacking Leaf Disciples. And that's why you see more Leaf Disciples now than the Blade Acolytes. Because Blade Acolyte is not an effective unit here. Only effective for intercepting, which is not that important, because Leafs kinda still hurt in melee combat. And just like that, a lot of Spearmen dead, while Dusk is still prevailing in terms of army size. He's going for training yard, yep. And at this stage, there's no point to go for crypt, but going for stables, which are available after the three combat buildings are built, that is the way to go, because it's gonna give him the edge, the second life against spearmen, and having a horse is just, it's always important. You see, Leaf is stunned, but spearmen still get hurt. Okay, Stardust. Ran understands that as well, and he needs to go for ranged units. Because spearmen are just ineffective against Leaf Disciples. What was that with the peasants? Not sure. Dusk going all in, bloodthirsty, ready to avenge his loss to a wolf. Needs to go back though. Don't lose that. Make dragon warriors and you win this. But Ran is on that legacy mindset. He is yet to discover the power of dragon warriors. Right now he's gonna sacrifice the spearman, and that's gonna take some time. Until he can get to dragon warriors. Dusk understands that if the archers come in, he needs the acolytes back again. And just like that, he is actually winning the game, because Ran is outnumbered, and if Dusk keeps up the pressure, this is over. This can be easily... and yeah, acolytes are also effective against dragon warriors, and basically... user error. Basically, the game is lost for Rundown and won for Dusk. Any unit that counts, they're just gonna be obliterated. Yeah, Stardust prevents the units from the ranged units from using their attacks. But the Kabuki can't do much here, only effective against the acolytes. Archer in the tower would send Dusk back to his base actually, and he's going for the crypt anyway. Which, it's okay, it's not a bad idea. But in his place I would go for Unclean and the stable. GG, well played. Torn mail. Yeah, Counter-Strike. Innate ability of Leaf Disciple. Ending all those spearmen. Game 2 done, let's go for game 3.